All praises and glory goes to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. All praises and glory goes to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the men. Hopeful elect. This is Brother Boy. Days are evil. So if you want to make it out with you have to mimic the life of David, okay? What was David doing? He hid himself, okay? He hid himself from the wicked, okay? That's what this is all about, okay? So if you want to make it out with your life, you have to hide yourself in that evil day, okay? Let's go into it. What made David hated by Saul? Let's go into it. The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, we'll start at verse 7. And the women answered one another and said, and they prayed and said, Saul hath slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s. Verse 8, and Saul was very wroth, and the saying displeased him, and he said, they have ascribed unto David tens of thousands, and to me they have ascribed but only thousands. And what can he have more but the kingdom? And saw I David from that day and forward. Okay, so saw I David of that day forward. Okay, that's what this is about. If you want to make it out with your life, you have to hide yourself. That was the beginning of it. Let's turn to the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foresees the evil and hides, but the simple pass on and are punished. Okay, that's what this is going into when they put this mark of the beast off. Okay, so you have to hide yourself. Okay, only for a short period of time. Okay, when this thing goes down. Okay, when they put off this mark of the beast. Okay, if you want to once again make it out with your life. Okay, when this thing goes down. That's how Yahweh Shai is going to judge the world. And back over to the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 10. And it came to pass that the morrow, the evil spirit of power came upon Saul, and he prophesied in the midst of the house times. And there was a javelin in Saul's hand. And Saul cast a javelin forward. He said, I will smite David even against the wall with it. And David avoided out of his hands, out of his presence twice. And Saul was afraid of David. because Yahweh was with him and was departed from Saul. Therefore, Saul removed himself from him and made himself captains over 1,000. And he went out and came in before the people. And David behaved himself wisely in all his ways, and Yahweh was with him. Wherefore, when Saul saw that he behaved himself wisely, he was afraid of him. Okay, so that's what this is about. Okay, you have to behave yourself wisely. Okay, we in the midst of this is warfare. Okay, this is spiritual warfare. The book of let's continue. Okay, the book of First Samuel, chapter 19, verse 2. But Jonathan saw the son. But Jonathan Saul's son delighted much in David, and Jonathan told David, saying, "My father seeks to kill. Therefore I pray to thee, take heed to thyself until morning, and abide in a secret place and hide thyself." Okay, that's what this is about. And doing our studies, okay, in an evil time. Okay, let's go over to the book of Amos. The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore, keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. So, okay, so we should keep silent. You should keep silence right now because it's an evil time. Okay, when that's talking about martial law, get us off these street corners. Okay, preaching this word. Okay, that's what this is about. That's what this is all about. Okay, one moment. The book of First Samuel, chapter 20, verse 1. And David fled to Nurah and Ramah and came and said, "Behold, Jonathan, with have I done, and what is my iniquity, and what is my sin before thou fathers, that he seeketh my life?" Okay. That's what this is about. Verse, coming over here to the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20, verse 22. Let's start at verse 15. 1 Samuel 20, verse 15. It's out of my house forever. No, when Yahweh cut off the enemies of David, everyone from the face of the earth. So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, let Yahweh even require it at the hands of David's enemies. Okay, one moment. Then Jonathan said unto David, tomorrow is a new moon, and thou shalt be missed, because the sea will be. When he says 3 days, then thou shalt go down quickly and come into the place where thou have hidden thyself, and where business was in the hand, and shall remain a equal stone. And I will shoot an arrow on the side thereof. Also I will shot a mark. And if I expressly go out and find the arrow, if thou expressly go unto the lad, behold, the arrow are on this side of thee, take down and come thou, for there is peace with thee, and there's no hurt, as Yahweh liveth. But if I say thus unto the young lad, behold, the arrows are beyond thee, go thy way, for Yahweh has sent thee away. Okay, so once again, that was a sign, okay? And you have to mirror David's life, okay? Yahweh has sent us away, okay? That's what this is about. That's what this is all about. And hopefully you was edified. Shalom.